African penguins are also known as jackass penguins. They're called African penguins because they're the only penguin species living in Africa. This is what an African penguin looks like. They have black foot, black beak, and some dot-like markings on their chest. This is like a fingerprint because no other penguin will have the same one. You might be wondering what this pink area here is. This pink pocket here works like something like when a dog sweats and feels really hot, they would stick out their tongue. For them, it turns a shade deeper and deeper when they feel really hot and turn lighter when they cool down. So, they actually don't live in the middle of Africa if you thought about that. They live on the tip of South Africa where there's a lot of fish and not as hot as in the middle of Africa. These penguins are really friendly and sociable. They make a lot of friends and they usually communicate a lot, which is when they make donkey-like sounds. This is why they're called jackass penguins. This is what they would sound like when they make the sounds. They'd also help each other to clean themselves and they bathe regularly. Once a year, they would lose all their feathers. For 20 days, they can't eat or swim because they don't have feathers. This is because they have to get rid of old feathers and grow out new feathers. African penguins love eating sardines, round herrings, and these other fish. But when sometimes there aren't enough fish because we were fishing too much, they have to eat squids and other shellfish. Since they go swimming, sharks and seals would obviously come after them. And since they're in Africa, on land, leopards and snakes would also eat them. Kelp gulls and mongooses, they love eating their eggs and chicks. Here's a picture of a gull eating the egg. When during their mating season, the male would shake their head at the female to attract the mate, and when they confirmed their relationship, they would bow to each other and make the donkey-like sound we just heard. This is what would happen after they decide their relationship.
Noisy foreplay and fancy footwork. For first-timers, it can be a tricky business. And it doesn't help to have someone looking over your shoulder.
Well, after they decide their mate, they would never change it. An interesting fact is that during their 10 years of life, they would only have one partner. After the female becomes pregnant, she would lay 2 eggs usually, and the eggs will be kept warm by by the parents for at least 40 days until the egg hatches. Usually only one of the 2 eggs would hatch, and sometimes none at all because their habitat is being altered right now due to us. After the egg hatches, the parents will stay with the chick for at least 30 days to keep the chick warm and to keep predators away. After 30 days, the chick will have to form groups with other chicks because both the parents will be away for hunting. They grow until 3 to 5 months old, and then they leave the colony and come back until they're an adult to repeat the mating season again. The penguin digestive system is actually really similar to a worm's. They have a crop for mechanically digesting, gizzard for chemically, and intestines for absorbing nutrients. Humans are so different because we don't need to have a crop that mechanically breaks down because we already have our teeth to break it down. One of the main threats to these penguins, are actually us. We do commercial fishing that takes away all their food, and our oil pollution also kills them slowly. Our land expansion takes away their homes. That's why they also took over a South African town this past few weeks. Some facts are that they can swim up to 20 kilometers per hour in the water. They have the most feathers in birds, and their you can't identify their gender unless you do a blood test. There's only 70,000 pairs left right now. So these are my references, and I hope you learned something today. Thank you.